This video is brought to you by the following sponsors: Rugged Radios, the WD-40 Company, Powerstop Brake, Vision Wheel, Power Tank, RCV Performance Products, Warren Industries, and Maxxis Tire.
When you come out here, you don't know what to expect. It's kind of like Burning Man for the off-road world.
The amount of money that people have in their rigs is just absolutely insane. There's just a ton of one-off projects.
Hanging out with my buds and just having a good time out here.
Just crazy.
A drunken madhouse mess.
Hey guys, this is Nate with BleepinJeep. We're going to pick up Matt from the airport. There he is. Hey, it's BleepinJeep Matt.
She come out of break of night, the pink skies waving goodbye. She come out of break of night, leaving no traces around. She's trying to free a reckless heart. She's trying to be as light as a breeze. Queen of art, Friday morning. Queen of art, Friday morning.
There's a reason why we're upgrading to RCV axle shafts. These are chromoly and they've been really strong, but they have a 19 spline stub shaft. The RCVs come with a 30 spline stub shaft, which is thicker. This is actually the same size stub shaft that's in a Dana 60. Plus they're made out of, the entire axle is made out of either 300M or everything else is made out of, was it 4640? 4640?
4130.
4130. I can't remember all these numbers. 4130 chromoly. So because we had to go to a different spline count stub, we got some Warren premium hubs that are gonna be able to slide onto the outside. I can't reuse my old hubs. So overall, this is gonna be a lot stronger setup.
So they go really fast and they go through.
Shot one of these out before. I swear I'll never do it again. You ever smelled the WD-40 grease? Isn't that like the best smelling grease you've ever smelled? It is. Isn't that ridiculous? It doesn't have sulfur at all.
Maybe they put perfume in.
Be a good prank. It'd be like, dude, you smell this? Like, get it right under your nose. You're smelling it all day now.
How'd it go back there, Mr. Nate?
It went very well, I think. We had to make a run or two to the parts store to get the right things, but everything's assembled. I drove the Jeep around and everything seems to work correctly. We got the new RCVs in there. They look awesome. I'm very excited to go test them out with the Warren hubs. And now we're on our way to Hammertown. We made it. We're here. We got in late last night. Played some video games, drank some beer, had some laughs. Now we're enjoying the view. Getting ready to go explore King of the Hammers. We're going to visit our friends at Rugged Radios to get help setting up our radios. We're noobs, so we need an adult. Isn't that right?
I'm a total noob.
Holy crap, look at this thing. What's up, Matt? Where are we going?
We're going to Hammer Claw.
Turkey Claw.
Turkey Claw. We're gonna do some fun with our meats.
That's right. We're gonna go test out these new Maxxis Razors. It'll be the first trail on them. We've been driving around, getting things warmed up, retorquing bolts, and now we're ready for some
Look at
action.
what we got.
Yeah, we're official. Woo. We're media. I know media's not popular these days, but we're unfortunately in that unpopular group.
We're the cool media.
We're the cool media. We're king of the hammers
There's no
media.
fake news here.
No fake news. Yeah. So we're gonna go wheel. Here we go. There it is. Woo!
Well, Turkey Claw was the very first trail that we did when we were here, and so it was my very first experience with good sized rocks, and I didn't have the best time, I would say, because I don't have really low enough gearing, and I'm a manual transmission. I'm just trying to get used to these rocks, so it was a big learning curve for me for the rocks. But by the time we got almost done with the trail, I felt more comfortable, and the next day it was a lot better. But
mayhem out here. Oh no. It is craziness with people stuck everywhere. Nothing sketchy about that at all. No. What's sketchy? I didn't see anything sketchy. So now it looks like our log jam is unclogged, so we're gonna continue on.
Turkey Claw is a cool trail. That's a trail that I hit 2 years ago when I came to King of the Hammers, and I would say it's a good trail to cut your teeth out here, because then it kind of like makes you realize, oh, okay, like these are real rocks out here. You're gonna be going uphill, you're gonna get twisted up, and you're gonna have to drive. It's not a walk in the park. So I think Turkey Claw is a good one to get started, so you can kind of see what it's like to do big rocks before you get onto the real trails with big rocks.
Oh yeah! Right there, you're going right over. Perfect. Oh yeah! Yeah! What's going on, Matt?
All right, we got to be somewhere at 5 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock now. We're at the mercy of them in front of us, so
We got a
we
group
probably
of
need to
Yodas.
turn around and take this exit right here to be able to make it where we're going.
We're definitely coming back, right? This is a fun trail.
We'll be back to finish Turkey Claw. We're going out the top. I think there's 3 ways to go out the top, so I'm not sure which one, but we're going out the top.
It was fun. I'm shaking a little bit.
It's real rocks out
it's
here.
Real rocks out here. I'm used to mud and trails and stuff like that. Not these big rocks. So.
All right, Light Bright, what do you think?
Loving this trail. Upset that the stepchild is not here with us to beat up against the rocks, but we're testing out.
Michael's done a great job of showing what the JL do, right?
Yeah, Michael's done a good job so far
Oh, yeah.
showing that the JL is like super capable.
Absolutely.
But we're also trying out a Polaris Razor because Kevin and I are genuinely considering buying one, and we're gonna figure out what our subscribers think about that idea.
Good
so far,
idea.
it's doing fantastic though.
It's actually fun. It's a bit different kind of foam.
You guys are killing it.
Being that it's not mine right now, there's no like, oh no, I'm just,
Who's gonna pay for this?
hey, thanks Evan, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So they definitely made the trail or the course a lot harder than it was last year. It was kind of a cakewalk last year, so I think this is going to be a good show.
You guys tell me. If that's too much, I'll be happy to give you the easy line. Then let's bring it. Let's get a show going.
The front door shootout, that's like what I'm used to seeing all the time where I'm from. Just constant hill climbs, rock bouncing. But it was really cool to see a bunch of rollovers all at once, because usually they're more spread out, but there was a lot of action going on in a short amount of time, so that's pretty awesome.
Pip down. Oh, good show. That's okay, Joe. Come on, Joe, save it. What do we got? Van Holt in hyperactive buggy. That took a short, that's cheating. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Somebody in tech. Woo! Out the top.
The front door shootout was pretty wild. I've never seen, you know, like big rock bouncer buggies in action like that close up, besides just on Busted Knuckle, or on, that's pretty much the only place I've seen them. So we're from Washington. There's no rock bouncers in Washington. There's none. And if there is, I don't know where they're at, because they're not at LB. So.
Right, but he fixed it. Bet he does it again. Straight up, straight up.
Matt and I had media vests, and so we got to get a little bit closer, and I was actually standing next to Matt with Busted Knuckle, and we were like right behind where the vehicles were going up, and I mean there's rocks flying at you, there's, you know, people breaking axles, breaking drive shafts.
What do you think? Was it good?
That's just rock bouncers doing what rock bouncers do. You find the line and you hit it as hard as you can, and you build a rig bad enough they can take it.
Keep hitting it, baby, keep hitting it. There he goes, on top, 50 seconds. Oh, he took the note. Oh, we should have stayed in. Oh, pimp down, pimp down. There you go, Anthony. Keep him in. Keep him in.
That's a good hit. Oh, he's gonna say it back. That's
Morning, Matt.
Howdy.
What are we doing today?
Today we're having our fan ride, 10 a.m.
Ooh.
At the Jumbotron.
Do we know where we're going yet?
No, we'll see who shows up.
I like it.
Might have some people on 30s.
If there's people on 30s, what do we do? Do we say, is there a tire limit? You gotta have to be this tall to ride this ride, or are we just gonna roll with it?
That sounds good. You gotta be this tall. We need a measuring stick.
A measuring stick? Yeah. Sorry, kid. Better luck next year. This is my friend Chris Miller with Powerstop Brake. They were kind enough to sponsor us on this trail ride for the fans today, and I just wanted to do some introductions by basically starting with the question, what do you do for Powerstop Brake?
It's a complex question, Nate, but my official title is social media manager and brand manager at Powerstop Brakes.
I see.
I also have taken on all of our live events, motorsports relationships, and coming out and doing fun stuff, which a lot of my coworkers are like, yeah, you get to do the fun stuff, and I do.
It does seem like you get to do a lot of fun stuff.
I get to do some fun stuff, but I get to work hard too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, we really appreciate you coming out here with us and sponsoring this trail ride. And as usual, it's always great to just hang out with you anyway.
Yeah, well, we're happy to be a part. Yeah, we just like being out with enthusiasts and doing stuff, and you guys enthusiate us.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
The fan ride was interesting because there's a lot of different people that showed up, rigs that were, you know, really built all the way down to, you know, Cherokees and JKs on 33s and 35 all terrains, some of them with no lockers. So it made it a little bit interesting trying to get everybody up through there, but we made it a good effort at keeping everybody together.
The Canadian guy was super awesome. Our new fan from Canada, he was just beating on that thing with what, 33s, bashing his rockers in on this not very modified JK, let's just say that. He was open, front and rear.
That's a super capable. Yeah.
the fans were great. We were being led by our friend Chris Miller at Powerstop Brakes, and he did a great job at picking the trail because we're not super familiar out here, and I think he picked a good one. Most of our fans who showed up really well built. A lot of people had 40s or bigger. It was pretty awesome.
What are you eating there, Nate?
Would you like a set of these? I have
Kale
set
chips.
off
This episode brought to you by
Kale chips. And Mountain Dew. You're always giving me crap for eating healthy.
to the top. Whoa.
I feel like I did my job because people are calling that the bus and knuckle line. So, i.e. the bonus line.
Are you going to take the BK line or the PS line?
I don't know. I feel like the BK line, possibly. We'll see. They both look pretty vicious. I'm going to decide on the fly.
Oh yeah! There we go. Nice.
Seemed like a tough trail?
This is tough, yes, for sure. I hope we're almost done. Seems like we're halfway up the mountain. There's still some more to go.
At least we got everybody who wants to come up came up. The other people who didn't decided to do the smart thing and turn around.
I think we only had 2 that had to turn around, right?
Is that it?
I think
wow.
so.
We got a pretty impressive group because that's not an easy obstacle at all.
Yeah, that's tough.
Definitely. Well, let's see what else the trail has in store.
Then we get to the top of that hill. We don't know which way to go, and we're like 2 miles from camp at that point. And then we take a left, we take a right, we end up not being able to go that way. We turn around in circles, and then all of a sudden we're 10 miles away from camp, and nobody knows which way we're going.
Out of break of night, and the pink skies waving goodbye. She come out of break of night, leaving no traces around.
going on there, Mr. Kelly?
Well, I got myself in a little jam here. It's a little sketchy, so Nate's gonna get the winch and hook it up so I can go down and make sure I don't roll.
So today I think went well. It was fun. There was some unexpected things. We asked a bunch of our fan base to show up at Hammertown and go on a trail with us, and I think everybody had a good time until we just kind of led them astray in the desert in circles. And
they don't have paper maps of these areas.
I know. It was rough, man. We actually had no breakage. It was really fun. It was really fun getting to meet everybody. But Kelly's showing us a paper map.
Apparently they do make paper maps.
So we were in here watching Fast and Furious, drinking rum chata, and we decided, hey, we need to film a little closeout for the day. So this is an apology from us to you who showed up today.
I think all in all,
we got you lost all day.
A story that they can tell.
Yeah.
If it turned out perfect, they wouldn't have a story to tell.
Remember when we met the BleepinJeep guys and they got us lost for a whole day? And by the end of the day, we didn't even get a goodbye from anybody. By the time everybody got to Hammertown, they dispersed. Like, well, that was fun. Never again.
We were supposed to be back by 3 p.m. and we got back by 10.
Yeah, we barely beat the sun, for sure. Yeah, but all in all, I think it was a success. I had a fun time.
Yeah.
Again, no breaks. That's pretty impressive because it was a serious trail. That was a serious trail.
Well, if you were braking, you'd be spending the night out there right now.
Oh, yeah.
70-mile-an-hour wind.
I don't know if you can hear, but it is bananas outside. It is windy as all hell.
Last night. Oh my God, that was wild. It was the wildest party I've ever been to in my life.
People were, I don't even know if I can say the word of the things that they were throwing.
Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean.
I don't know if it's a tradition or something, because this is my first time here, but there's a lot of dildos getting thrown around down there.
Just boo.
People were just going insane last night.